A beautiful aerial view of the Warehouse District and Oriole Park. It's the Red Sox and Orioles. Next. We're a few blocks west of the Inner Harbor at Oriole Park here in Baltimore. Game number 3 of this new season between the Boston Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here for this AL East matchup. Alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And EK, let's run through what's happened so far as we wrap up this 3-game set.
Yeah, and I think right now both teams are just trying to get into the flow of the season. And it's a first series. You just want to get through this, start getting used to playing every day. Hopefully come out of the gate strong.
We'll hear more from the guys as the night moves along, but first, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Boston Red Sox, as the defending champs look like this. They'll match up against a guy who's made great strides the last few years, the 6'5" right-hander Chris Tillman. Into the box steps the leadoff man, Dustin Pedroia, and we are ready for baseball. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a cold strike one.
First pitch, 7:05.
Hit hard to the right. Foul. Sliced down the line at first, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Now here's a slow grounder to the left side. Throw on to first, and Pedroia is set down to open up the ball game. So a ground out to third is how we'll start things out. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the Orioles. It's brought to us by Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Jonathan Herrera will get his first opportunity now. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start in that bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Tries to drag his way on here, but now he's behind 1-2.
Count is 1-2.
And now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to fairly deep right field. Markakis will be there to punt it away in front of the big scoreboard.
Batting third, the designated hitter, David Ortiz.
David Ortiz will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. Line hard to center field. Jones is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Down in order go the Red Sox. Sox nothing. O's coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Starting lineup for the Orioles now looks like this. And their matchup will be a tough one as they're set to face the former Cy Young Award winner, right-hander Jake Peavy. And in the field, the Red Sox will look like this behind him. Jamal Weeks will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Orioles, second baseman, Jamal Weeks.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Using the fastball exclusively here, it's 0-2.
Yeah, and if you got him to look at the first pitch up there, why not throw it again? Also let her high. That puts him in a quick 0-2 hole.
Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, well, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. With that, we'll take a look at our scouting report. You can see a 5-pitch repertoire, so mixing those pitches effectively will be a key as we move along. Nick Markakis will stand in hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. Fouled back. And this is going to be a foul ball. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away.
Yeah, make it back-to-back strikeouts here to start the inning. So much for the top of the lineup setting the table.
Chris Davis will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, even with the bases empty here and 2 away, you still need to be careful here. So he's pitched him smart so far.
And now a pitch on the way. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. What's the call here?
I still don't think I throw him a strike. There's a good chance that he's going to be chasing something, expand the zone, so you make him show you that he can hold back.
And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Adam Jones will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Well, if you're going to beat this guy, it's probably going to have to be up. You know, when he's at the knees like that or lower, especially with the fastball, he's tough to hit.
A 1-1 now to Jones. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. And Jones is going to have himself a base hit. J.J. Hardy will stand in here. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. A look from Peavy, and now the pitch. Swing and a rocket to third, and he drops it. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
And there's just another good first inning at bat right there. This is going to load the bases now, 2 outs. And this is where you got to make sure that you make that guy pay for all the early base runners he's given up. You cannot let this guy wiggle off the hook and strand the bases loaded.
Nolan Reimold will stand in now, and suddenly the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
Yeah, this sort of came out of nowhere, didn't it? But when you've got a guy reeling out there like he really doesn't know what hit him, boy, it's time to put the pedal down.
Now the first pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Hit hard but foul. Opposite field, high and deep to right. A leap as he crashes into the wall, but somehow hangs on for the 3rd out. Wow! One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. More from Baltimore after this. Mike Napoli will stand in to start things out, with his guys pretty fortunate to get out of that last half inning with the game still scoreless.
Yeah, they were able to dodge a bases loaded situation. That could have gotten out of hand quickly, so maybe they can calm their guy down a bit by getting a couple runs here.
Now a ball bounced towards the mound. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Yeah, and that's a good job here to get off the mound quickly, pounce on it, and then make a good, strong throw.
Daniel Nava will stand in, and he was a big part of the win last night as he contributed 3 hits to his guys' effort. Goes the other way as this is down the line at third. Oh, he finds a way to knock this down. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
Batting 6. Catcher. A.J. Pierzynski.
A.J. Pierzynski will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
Come on, Orioles.
And here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Fouled straight back. Pitch taken there by Pierzynski, and it's 2-1 now. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul.
Let's go, Orioles!
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3 and 2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Hard hit towards center. Jones is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting 7. Third baseman,
Will Middlebrooks will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. First offering on the way. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
Come on, O's!
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Here's another 1-2. And this ball swung on and hit on the ground. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Red Sox leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Manny Machado will start things out. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, and 9 to start out the home half of the second.
And they probably still can't believe they didn't get anything out of that first inning. They got the bases loaded, but just couldn't cash in.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Let's go, Orioles! Hey, look!
Swinging a grounder fouled off to the left. A little bit outside. 2-1.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
Delman Young will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Lays off 1-0. Young still just 28 here to start the year. Last season with the Tigers and Rays, 260, 11 home runs, 38 runs batted in. The 1-0. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And a long run, but he gets there, and that's good range in the outfield as there are 2 gone.
And you got to remember, Victorino was a center fielder in Philadelphia. He was a left fielder when he moved to L.A. for a few months. And now he's a right fielder here with the Sox. So he's a pretty versatile player out there, and he makes a nice play on the move right there.
Matt Wieters will get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. And that misses for ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
And it goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. But he'll get there as he flags it down just shy of the wall. And with that, the side is retired. Boy, and a nice inning on the mound for Jake Peavy. It remains 0-0. Shane Victorino is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Right fielder, Shane Victorino.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And this ball will be chopped foul. Pitch home to Victorino. To the right side, but foul, and he'll try it again. This is hit sharply to the left side. And that is through into left, and an 0-2 mistake here results in a leadoff single.
Boy, not only was that pitch buried in tight on him, but it got there in a hurry. You can see he's barely able to get the bat through the zone, but somehow he manages to steer it into left field for a base hit.
Johnny Gomes steps in now. ball, 1-0.
Come on!
Comes back with the cutter and gets it by him. 1-1 now. Outside, 2-1.
That's a good pitch call right there on that fastball away. That works almost like a pitch out, just in case he's thinking about it over there at first.
Look at it, guys. Double him up right here.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball.
Can't ask for a whole lot more to start the inning. Hey, back-to-back base hits have him threatened to score our first run of the night.
Dustin Pedroia will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game. Now here's the first pitch. Chopped now to short. Can they get 2? Weeks for 1.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch, and that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead runner, and then say, you know what, thank you very much.
Jonathan Herrera will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Third inning, no score to this point. Oh, and he dialed that one down and got him to swing through it. It's 1-2 now.
And now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Tillman ready with a 1-2. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
You can bet that man right there is thinking he'd love to get a shot with the bases loaded.
Get to.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. And this one will be out of play off to the left. There's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead, now he's on with 1 away.
So it's bases loaded, 1 away, and in steps trouble in the person of David Ortiz, the DH. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle, and that's off his leg on the mound. Oh, and a great recovery there just to get an out on the play, but meanwhile a run is in to score.
Well, you know all the infielders are taught to try and knock a ball down in that RBI situation. But here on the mound, I don't think he had any choice. This one comes back at him and gets him flush. And by the time they all scramble around to find the ball, they have no chance of preventing that run from scoring.
Mike Napoli will step in with a couple of guys in scoring position and a chance to pad this lead a bit early on. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
And this is all about having faith in your catcher that he's going to block that pitch, as well he should. He's one of the best around when it comes to smothering balls in the dirt.
1-0 pitch now. A swing and a ball hit back up the box. Throw in time and the side is retired. Red Sox settle for just the 1. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Orioles nothing. Jamal Weeks will lead things off here for the Orioles with Nick Markakis set to follow.
Second baseman, Jamal Weeks.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Circle change and a beauty. It's 0-2.
And I'll tell you, being in a 2-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. Gomes is in a ways as he'll make the catch for out number 1.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off and he makes the play easily.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And standing in, the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
Out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. Over to the bag is Napoli as he handles it himself for the out.
First baseman, number 19,
Chris Davis will stand in now, the American League's Silver Slugger Award winner at first base a season ago. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Upstairs with it yet again. It's 2-0 now. You still come after him now on 2-0?
I think you have to be a little careful, but yeah, I don't think you can just give up on him.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Full count, 3-2.
Wow, very close with that one. I don't think I'd recommend taking that pitch again on a 3-2 though.
Come on there. Come on, Chris.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They trail this one 1-0. Daniel Nava will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Left fielder, Daniel Nava.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
We've seen that same pitch be called a strike more than once.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Makeup call there?
I don't know, but let's just say they're even.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Now here's the pitch.
Swing.
Fouled straight back. And this is lined into left field, and the leadoff man will reach. It's a base hit.
Well, that's a real good swing right there. I think that was a cut fastball because you're going to see it working back toward the left-handed hitter. He does the right thing by not trying to pull this ball, just hits it hard the other way. That's what you're supposed to do.
A.J. Pierzynski will stand in. A line-out victim his first time.
Let's go.
Runners going. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he short-armed the throw a bit as it skips past him at second. Fortunately, the center fielder's in the right spot as he gets it back in to prevent any further trouble.
We've already seen the ball's not really traveling all that well here tonight, so both these managers might start thinking, we got to shake it up a little here offensively. So they turn him loose here, and he's into scoring position with the stolen base.
And this will be fouled away. And this is going to be a foul ball. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. He took second fairly easily. Any thought of third base here?
I don't think so. You've got a good hitter at the plate. A single is probably all he needs. I'd let him try to drive you in.
Let's keep him right there.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. Throw to first by Hardy for wrap number 1.
You know, usually I'm going to jump on the hitters when they fail to move runners over, but hey, look, that pitcher, he did a good job. I mean, he knows what they're trying to do, so he makes it as tough as possible to hit the ball to the right side. That's using your head out there.
Will Middlebrooks will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And he'll just watch that knuckle curve. 1-1. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. On to Davis at first, and there are two away.
The right fielder, number 18,
Shane Victorino will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
0-1.
Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. And he is cruising now. It's 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
And he stays alive as this is grounded foul. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point.
Orioles, let's go.
Here comes another 0-2. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. We'll see Adam Jones when we come back. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Orioles nothing. And here is Adam Jones now. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
center fielder, Adam Jones.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. But no problem at first, and that's the first out.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
So one away here with the bases empty, and in steps the shortstop, J.J. Hardy.
Here we go.
And that misses, ball 1. And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
This is a hard-hit ball back up the middle, and he's going to have his second hit tonight as it's into center field for a base hit.
You know, that's what they needed. It's just a one-out single, nothing too amazing. But now at least you get that guy into the stretch and maybe give your guys a little hope up there.
Nolan Reimold will try it again. He flew out his first time. PV set. Now the pitch. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. Here's one hit hard to the right side and caught out there at second. And that will become out number two.
Well, don't worry. I'll tell you, if you keep hitting the ball like this, sooner or later it's going to even out as the season goes on. Just a little unlucky right there as he hits that ball right at him.
Manny Machado will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike two. Not a bad pitch there with two strikes, but it misses 1-2. In the dirt, but this is pounced on quickly by A.J. The 2-2 coming. Out of play. Pitch runs in on him as this is fisted out to the right side of the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. One left for the Orioles. They're down 1-0. Johnny Gomes will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
Center fielder, Johnny Gomes.
I'm feeling good about this one.
Ball one.
That missed. That's the ball. Woo!
First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Now the 2-0. And that's in there, 2-1.
Yeah, he got his 2-0 fastball, but it wasn't in that one place, one spot that we always talk about. So that was a good idea to let that one go and wait for something else.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now batting number 15, second baseman Dustin Pedroia.
Dustin Pedroia will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the first offering. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. One run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Now a check swing as he pops this one onto the right side. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Well, that's a nice job there at first. He takes it on one hop. Probably has time to do it himself, but he'll flip it to his pitcher instead.
Jonathan Herrera will stand in, base on balls his last time. First pitch coming. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup. So you can't let your guard down.
Out in front as he yanks this down the line at first. A dive, but it's off his glove. And he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 1-0. Delman Young will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Come on, Young.
And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
Here we go, Orioles. Here we go.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
And here this is one more time on show track. You can see it. He checked his swing there, and I think he did so in time, but you can clearly see that that pitch is in the strike zone, and I think ultimately that was a called 3rd strike.
Matt Wieters will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Come on now, Wieters.
Look into Pierzynski, the 1-1. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Now a swing and an easy ground ball to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Jemile Weeks will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far. Little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Nava is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. It remains 1-0. David Ortiz will stand in as he'll lead things off for the Red Sox in their half of the 6th.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Not close. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
The 2-0 to Ortiz. Knuckle curve and a beauty. 2-1 now. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground at the left side. On to first, and it's dropped. It'll stay right there, though, so there will be no advance.
Yeah, a real good effort there at first that doesn't quite save the error. You see how he's set up? He tries to pull this one into his midsection, but that ball had a little too much English on it, and he can't make the play.
Mike Napoli will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. And he takes ball 1. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
That one's a called strike. Back even at 1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
That's right.
Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left.
Come on now, let's get a K right here.
And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Full count now. 3-2.
We got a full count.
And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
You can't fault the pitch selection or the location there. And it's well placed, maybe just a hair off the outside corner. But 3-2, that's where you want to be.
And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And he'll motion for the bullpen here, so that's going to be all for Chris Tillman. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Bud Norris will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Bud Norris.
Daniel Nava will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here.
Get out of here, Red Sox.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1.
That's a good call to get. That goes the other way. 3-0 is not too pretty a sight right now.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. Now a ball hit fouled off to the right side, and that just about got the first base coach. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
A little surprising he missed that badly on 3-2. You hate to get into a position to put a guy away and then lose him to a hit by pitch.
A.J. Pierzynski will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips. First pitch coming. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Fouled back. Oh, and a huge strikeout there as he certainly does his job out of the pen. And we'll see how they go after the next guy here.
Oh, that is a great call right there. They really needed a strikeout in that spot, and they got it. And now with 1 away, you can even get out of this scot-free if you can get a ground ball here.
Will Middlebrooks will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Now, after the strikeout, he can still get out of this scot-free with a ground ball here.
Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Now with 2 strikes, boy, if he could come up with back-to-back punch-outs, wouldn't that be something?
Struck him out, so 2 men are dead here, but there's still 1 big hit away from maybe opening this thing up a bit.
Back-to-back strikeouts when he needed them most. The bases stay loaded, but with 2 outs now, this inning is becoming less and less of a sure thing.
So the base is loaded here for Shane Victorino, and I'd say he's got a fairly good track record in this situation.
Amazingly, one of only 2 guys in history with 2 postseason grand slams. And he had some big hits in situations like this for the Red Sox in 2013.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Can't afford to get overconfident on the mound. You've got 2 of the 3 outs you need here, but this is still a very dangerous hitter. You're not out of the woods yet.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. And this is taken by Victorino to even the count at 2-2.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
Here's a ball hit foul down the third base line, so they'll try it again. Pitch home to Victorino. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now.
Well, that 2-out hit there makes that air loom extra large now. You got to make sure you get this next guy before this inning gets any further out of control.
Johnny Gomes will dig in with Sox on every base and 2 men out. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Bad time for the strike zone to go MIA.
Yeah, and he could have used that one, no doubt about it.
2 out, bases loaded. The 1-0 now to Gomes. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Let's get out of this inning.
Up high, 2-1 now.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with 1 swing.
Ready with the 2-1. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Red Sox settle for just the 1. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Red Sox lead it 2-0. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Nick Markakis gets set to start things out here for Baltimore. And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Here's the first offering. Now a line drive to second, caught out there by Pedroia. And it'll take just 1 pitch to retire the leadoff man here in the 6th.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Chris Davis will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. First pitch coming. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Ball 1.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Davis waits on the 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is swung on and hit on the ground at Pedroia at second. Throw on to Napoli takes care of him. 2 away now.
And here in these middle innings, they just haven't been able to get anything going against him out there. And that's 7 in a row now. He's set down here in the 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Adam Jones will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Here we go.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
And we've seen this before. Fastballs in and breaking balls away. That's been his MO throughout the first half of this game.
That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here on the show, the defending world champs out in front as we take a look there at the game summary for the first 6 innings of play. Dustin Pedroia will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. Just fire that thing in there.
And with David Ortiz lurking around the corner, we see a left-hander start to get loose out in that bullpen.
Now a ball hit hard towards the hole. Oh, he gets a glove on it, knocks it down, but he knows he's got no chance at first, so we'll see how they score that. Most likely an infield single.
Now batting, shortstop, Jonathan Herrera.
Jonathan Herrera will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. A runner at first with no outs here. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Here he comes on 2-1. This is sharply hit to the right side, and with the first baseman holding, that finds a hole. It's a base hit.
And these guys would like nothing more than to add on to their 2-run lead. Back-to-back hits have them in business to do just that.
David Ortiz will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
Shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
Let's turn 2.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
All right, let's hold him.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You're in a tough situation here on the mound because you don't want to load the bases, but you also need to be extra careful with this guy up here at the plate.
Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Fastball in the dirt, and that's going to get away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Boy, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is, and now the wild pitch is going to make things even tougher, as that'll move 2 men into scoring position now, still with nobody out.
And there is ball 4, so they obviously want to go after someone other than Ortiz here.
And this could really be trouble now because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Steve Johnson will be summoned into the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases are loaded with nobody out. Mike Napoli will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. And the first pitch misses high here, perhaps trying to get him to pop something up. It's 1-0.
Well, right here is where you've got to be smart out there. They've got nowhere to put you, so we probably won't be working the corners.
Nowhere to put him here as he falls behind now, 2-0. 2-0, bases loaded. You let him swing here?
Oh, this is a run producer's dream right here. I'd let him go, but only if it's his pitch in his spot.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
I think he saw stars in his eyes there. He was thinking grand slam on that one.
Easy there, big fella. 2-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Bases loaded here, nobody out. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. The 2-2 one more time. Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there.
Now, you can't think corner or perfect pitch here on the mound. This has got to be somewhere near the middle, and you just got to hope you get lucky.
And he gets him swinging. What a big out there as there is now one away.
Well, this is definitely a rough spot to get thrown into a ball game. Bases loaded, nobody out, but he's up to the task here and gets a huge first out here on the strikeout.
Daniel Nava will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet, so this is no small task.
Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
And now you can go for two up the middle here with one away. It's a little riskier, but it is an option.
The 1-0. Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Good job there to pick up an insurance run here on the sacrifice fly. The way their starter's throwing, he may not even need it, but I bet he'll be grateful for that extra cushion, no doubt.
A.J. Pierzynski will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. And that's taken high and outside for ball 1.
Let's get the out.
Boy, in a mid-80s fastball that time, but it's a called strike 1-1. Pitch taken there by Pierzynski, and it's 2-1 now.
A 2-out hit here would be nice, but a 2-out walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either.
And this is fouled straight back. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
And now, whatever pitch he feels most comfortable with, that's the pitch he needs to throw right here, because he cannot afford to put this one out of the strike zone.
Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. Markakis will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Red Sox settle for just the 1. Get up and stretch here in Baltimore. The Red Sox are out in front, 3-0. J.J. Hardy will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
The shortstop, J.J. Hardy.
Now here's the first pitch. Ran the circle change in on him, a ball and no strikes.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Grounded to third. Throwing the dirt as this pops right up over his shoulder. Luckily, however, the first baseman will get his mitt on it, so there is no advance on the play.
Boy, when you're starving for offense, this is a huge break. They get the leadoff man on here to start the inning. And maybe getting this pitcher into his stretch might just jumpstart that offense.
Nolan Reimold will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And this is a foul ball. Boy, that was awfully close. Okay, the umpires have emerged from the dugout with the ruling, and it is going to remain a foul ball. So they had it right the first time, but if there's any doubt, go inside and get this thing right. Peavy set. Now the pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
All right, let's do this.
Change his speed there, but it's taken for a ball, 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Yeah, still looking for that put-away pitch. Hasn't gotten him to offer it any of the last 3.
This misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
That's a real good at-bat there. He fell behind 1 and 2 right out of the gate, but instead of going out of the zone to protect, he was able to lay off 3 straight and get his guys a leadoff base runner.
Manny Machado will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw.
Infield at double play depth all around. Here's the pitch. Now a check swing as he's able to fight this one off. Foul. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
You know, it's always a danger as an outfielder when you try to make a play like this. You worry about that wrist because sometimes you can get it tucked under when you hit the ground and you can twist it up pretty good or maybe even break it. But here, not only does he come away unhurt, but he also comes away with the baseball.
Delman Young will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And this one will wind up as a foul ball. 6 1/3 innings of shutout ball for Peavy thus far. He'll try another curveball here, but this misses the target away. It's a ball and a strike.
Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
A look from Peavy, and now the pitch. And here's one that misses, so it's 2-1 now to the Oriole left fielder.
Sooner or later, the Orioles are going to have to find that key hit. It's pretty much eluded them all throughout.
First and second now, one man out. Close to the bag, it's second there, now the pitch. And this will be taken for a ball by Young. That runs the count to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Doesn't want any part of that cutter, and it's full 3-2. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Well, now, the further he goes in this one, the less precise he's going to be with his location. You can see it up on the screen. He's up over 90 pitches here, so he's starting to get tired and running out of gas out there.
Here comes Sox manager John Farrell on his way out to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change here, as that'll be all tonight for Jake Peavy. So as he leaves, he stands to perhaps be the winning pitcher here, unless, of course, all 3 runners come around to score, in which case he'd get a no decision. Rich Hill will come on now, really needing that double play ball, as the bases are loaded here with only one man out. Matt Wieters will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
First pitch on the way. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Bases are loaded with only one out. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Oof. That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
And he will look at a called 3rd strike. Oh, and a big one there as the bases stay loaded, and there are 2 gone now.
Boy, a big strikeout there right out of the bullpen. That's not an ideal spot to come in either with the bases loaded, but he gets the first half of the job done. And now, with 2 away, he's got a decent shot at getting his guys out of this.
Jemile Weeks will dig in now, needing to come through here with the bases loaded and 2 men out. First pitch to him. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Oh, it'd be a big letdown if they get nothing out of this. But they're a strike away from that coming true.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Yeah, you know you don't want to give them any kind of cheapie here with 2 away. That's a nice block behind the plate.
Come on!
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. And that's going to be high 2-2 now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Here's the 2-2 offering. And he struck him out. So a masterful job of being thrown into the fire and getting the big strikeout to end the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Will Middlebrooks will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Third baseman, Will Middlebrooks.
First offering on the way. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1.
I'm not sure that pitch would break a pane of glass. That is very tough for a big league hitter to wait that out.
Hit hard on the ground is short. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Shane Victorino will step in, an RBI single this last time around. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Fastball at 88 that time. A ball and a strike. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And here's one that misses as the count moves to 2-1 on the Boston right fielder. And Victorino able to lay off again, and he's in a good spot now, up 3-1.
And obviously this guy's a dual threat up there with the speed and power. You don't want to walk him because he might be stealing on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball right here because he might jump the yard on you.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Center fielder, number 5,
Johnny Gomes will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Get him doubled up, man.
A curveball here, but he was waiting for it and sends it in the air to deep left field. Reimold is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. Six outs left for the Orioles as you check out the line score here. Red Sox leading this one here in Baltimore as we play the top of inning number 8. Dustin Pedroia will step in. Singled and came around to score his last time. Throw over to first, and he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. We'll see Nick Markakis when we come back. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Red Sox on top, 3-0. Nick Markakis will stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
That might have been his best swing of the night there. He was right on it.
Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Hit hard to third, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
Yeah, and late in a close game like this, that would have been a good leadoff base runner to have. And he definitely hits this ball hard. It's just pretty much right at the glove.
Chris Davis will stand in. 0 for 2 thus far. Ball 1.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
Off the plate again. 2-0 now. 1 out, nobody on. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. On deck, the dangerous Adam Jones. Taking all the way, and that's what you call a plausible strike there. It's 3-1 now. And from that man's perch in the first base dugout, more of the same.
You know, I think the calls have gone both ways, but I bet you'd have a really hard time convincing him of that.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground to first. Over to the bag is Napoli as he handles it himself for the out.
Yeah, and it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard, and even when they do hit one hard, it's an Adam ball.
Adam Jones will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ball 2 now.
Hey, go! Here we go.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
And he's got to be up there thinking, come on already. Give me something to hit.
And this one misses inside a ball he walked in, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and in steps the shortstop, J.J. Hardy. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Two out with the man at first. And oh, look out! Up and in and nearly took his head off.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Let's get something started.
The 2-0. 3-0 now.
One more of those, and that'll get the tying run to the plate. He does not want to do that.
Hey, hit the free base out there!
Get it out of here.
Fouled back.
Here we go, guys.
The 3-1.
Here we go.
Fouled straight back. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Orioles leave 1. They trail it here 3-0. Dustin Pedroia will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth.
Dustin Pedroia.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And, oh, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. And a little tapper up the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And this guy's a grinder up there. You know he'll give you a tough at-bat.
Put him away.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
The 3-2 now to Pedroia. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. And the leadoff man retired here to kick off the ninth.
We'll take a look at this on show track, and that's been an effective location for him so far. He's really been handcuffing these guys inside, and he gets another pop-up out of it.
Jonathan Herrera will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
And this is swung on and grounded out to Hardy at short. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Number 34, the designated hitter, David Ortiz.
David Ortiz will step in, and we'll see if they decide to pitch to him this time around. And that misses for ball 1.
Well, now he's got to be saying, this is the wrong time for that strike zone to start shrinking. You need that to be a strike.
Change up low, 2-0.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
And I doubt Ortiz is going to see anything here. It's 3-0.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
2 out, nobody on. And this is taken for a ball. He walked him, and the Sox have themselves a 2-out base runner.
And once they fell behind in the count, I think this is a case where they just say, look, you're going to have to fish for something because we are not going to just lay one right in there for you. Probably not a bad decision against a power guy like this.
Mike Napoli will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Yeah, that's a very hittable location right there. Not where you want to be when you're facing a guy like this.
And there's ball 1.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter. And now, here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
And there's ball 2 now. A runner on first with 2 away. And now this is strike 2 called as he shakes his head. 2-2 now. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. 1 left for the Red Sox, but they lead it 3-0.
Your attention, please. Now
So a
pitching
move to
for
the
Boston,
bullpen here in the ninth as
number
they'll
19,
hand the ball off to
Koji
Koji Uehara to see if he can finish this one off. Nolan Reimold will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Come on, rival!
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And that's almost a carbon copy of that last fastball, and he buried both of those pitches right on the inside corner.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
Well, I think he's upset here because that pitch has not been a strike all night. You'll see here on show track, it's still not a strike. He's got a definite gripe. I'd want to have a word or two myself.
Manny Machado will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0. And it runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Get that ball, go to him.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Pedroia is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bats. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Delman Young is the last chance now with 2 out here in the ninth. Here's the first offering. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. The victory would be Jake Peavy's if the lead holds for him. And he swings and misses on that one, and now the Orioles are down to their final strike here.
These guys would like to at least get someone on base here in this bottom of the ninth. Got to make them sweat a little.
Way outside. 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1 and 2, you've got to be thinking right center field. It'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Fouled straight back. Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Fresh roasted peanuts.
Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw on to first, and the Red Sox have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Yeah, you know, this game kind of felt like it could have been played back in 1968. Very well played, very low scoring, very quick game, too. I'll tell you, I could go for a few more of these this year. That'd be okay by me.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. So the Red Sox helped out quite a bit by the start turned in by this man, Jake Peavy. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly a complete game, but he did get him into the 7th inning, and that was enough to get his guys into position to win this ball game.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 3-0. Good night from Baltimore.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Boston Red Sox, 3 runs on 7 hits, 1 error. They left 10 men on base. For the Orioles, no runs, 3 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. The winning pitcher is Jake Peavy. His record is now 1-0. Credit the save to Koji Uehara, his second. The loss goes to Chris Tillman. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance here at the ballpark, 48,876. The Orioles would like to thank you for attending tonight's ball game and remind you to please drive home safely.